Welcome to the Sindhi Film Festival. This video is the first in our Let's Talk Sindhi Books series. For those who haven't watched that announcement video, we have linked it up here and also in the description box below. Beginning this month, on the last date of every month, we will be uploading a new video in this series. Today we are going to talk about the book Shah Abdul Latif Risalo by Christopher Shackle. First, let's talk about a few quick facts about the book. The title of this book is Shah Abdul Latif Risalo. This is edited and translated by Christopher Shackle, who is an emeritus professor of modern languages of South Asia at the School of Oriental and African Studies, SOAS, at University of London. It is part of the collection titled Murthy Classical Library of India, published by the Harvard University Press. The book came out last year, that is in 2018, and it is priced at $35 or 28.95 pounds or 31.50 euros according to the Harvard University Press website. I chose this book because I wanted to start off this series by prostrating to Shah Abdul Latif. For the uninitiated, Shah Abdul Latif was a Sindhi Sufi mystic, scholar, saint and one of the greatest poets of the Sindhi language. He was a contemporary of the Punjabi poet Bulle Shah. The most striking quality about Latif and his works is that they are revered by all Sindhis irrespective of their faith. Of course, there is so much more to know and talk about Shah Abdul Latif. I'll be putting some links for you in the description box below in case if you're interested. But if you would like me to make a separate video about Shah Abdul Latif, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to do so. Coming back to this book is an edited and a translated compendium of Shah Abdul Latif's works. The book is a bilingual edition. It has Latif's works in the original Sindhi script and in its translated English version. Please allow me to quote from the jacket of this book. I quote, "This edition presents, alongside the original text in the Sindhi Naskh script, the first translation of the Risalo into modern English prose, offering a new readership access to the writings of one of the masters of Sufi poetry." Unquote. The introduction of the book is brilliant. It's concise, well-researched and sets a beautiful tone to the rest of the book. It guides and prepares the readers about all the source in the rest of the book. The bit that I would like to highlight here from the introduction is from page 12, where it's talking about the British conquest of Sindh, how Persian replaced Sindhi language and how Sindhis loved Risalo. I quote, "As a classic that had always appealed to all sections of the Sindhi population, the Risalo was pressed into service to provide set text for the examinations prescribed by the new education syllabus. As elsewhere in India, it was the Sindhi Hindus who were first drawn to participate most actively in the colonial system, and much of the new secondary literature in English or Sindhi prose on Shah Latif's life and poetry was the work of Hindu scholars." This is the unique element that I find fascinating about Sindhi literature. Sindhi Hindu scholars analyzing the works of Sindhi Muslim poets, vice versa, and how these discussions, contributions enrich Sindhi language and Sindhi literature. Shah Abdul Latif's poems exist in the form of baits, as they are called in Sindhi, or rhymed couplets in English. In this book, Shackle quickly explains how baits are usually two-line formats, but Latif makes them 3 or more lines. To elaborate this, Shackle has provided an example of a bait and has presented that to us in Sindhi Roman script as well as the English translation of it. This is from page 14 of the introduction and I'm reading it in Sindhi. Aj panna uttar parade, kara kakara kesa, vidyu vasan ayo, Kare la la libesa, Periye je paride sa mukhe miha mira. Now the English translation. Today clouds hang in the north like long black hair. To signal the rain, flashes of lightning have come like brides dressed in scarlet clothes. My beloved is far away, but the rain has brought me close to him. The introduction is beautiful, the note on the translation is quite informative and helpful, and the rest of the book is then divided into 30 surs. The verses of the Risalo are thematically grouped into surs. Back in those days, the surs were performed on music, but as a reader today, I am looking at these 30 surs as 30 poems ranging across different themes. The themes range across Sufi teachings, discipline required by the disciple to appreciate the divine beauty, heroic courage, the ascetic life of the Hindu yogis, the pain of separation, romantic folk tales, and also expressions of love. Basically, all of Latif's works are a reflection of his observations upon meeting different people during his lifetime. One of my most favorite group of surs, like many other people's favorite, And as Christopher Shackle puts it, this is from page 19 in the introduction. The emotional heart of the Risalo is to be found in these surs which deal in different ways with heroines of local romantic legends. By now, thanks to a lot of Sindhi movies and popular culture, we already know the Sata Surmyu or the 7 heroines of Shah Abdul Latif's folk tales, namely Sasui, Mumal, Sorath, Suhini, Nuri, Leela and Marui. Now please allow me to read a few lines from one of my favorite surs. This is from sur number 10 titled Desi, which is one of the 5 surs dedicated to Sasui from Sasui Punhu. This is from the pages 252 and 253. I am reading the Sindhi bit. This is the second paragraph. Desi sena kajan, pardesi kehra pri, ladyo ladona kayo, penje des vanan, pudaran priya kaje, bas bhambor kha. Now the English bit. One should have a lover from one's homeland. What sort of a lover does a stranger make? Having loaded up their goods, they leave for their own land. Now that the beloved has departed, have done with Bhambor. Please pardon my Sindhi pronunciation, I tried to get them right. As my parents are well versed with Sindhi script and language, I asked them the exact meaning of the words in Sindhi. Senam means in-laws in Sindhi, and the translated version says lover, which is a little different, but it conveys the essence. Otherwise, all the words and the translations are perfect, and I like how the words in the translated version are almost exactly the same meaning and also have the same essence. This definitely shows how in-depth Shackle's research is and also how well versed he is with the Sindhi language and his command over the Sindhi script. It would be useful to add here that Christopher Shackle is a renowned scholar in this field of South Asian languages and poetry. Some of his other works include the Seraiki language of central Pakistan, Hindi and Urdu since 1800, Bulle Shah Sufi lyrics. Now if you're wondering if this book is for you, please allow me to help you. If you're a poetry lover, you will truly enjoy this book. Like I mentioned earlier, the book has poems in Sindhi script as well as an English script both. So if you know either of the scripts, it's going to be fantastic because you'll be able to easily read them. If you're not into poetry, then you might not enjoy this book, and that is totally okay. Personally, I have studied poetry during my BA English Literature days at St. Xavier's, and since then I have fallen in love with poetry. For me, this is the kind of book that I would like to enjoy reading when I'm sat by the fireplace. It's London winters. I'm enjoying the poems by Latif, having some cheese and a glass of rosé, you know. Coming back to the hot summers here, I think this will also make a great gift for your friends or family who love Latif, who love poetry, or maybe who are researching on Latif's works and life. Of course, there are a lot more Risalo related works out there, but this book stood out for me because it is beautifully categorized, organized, and how seemingly simple the vocabulary is. The translation is beautiful, the vocab used is accessible, and it conveys all the layers of meanings that Latif's works are famous for. I found out about this book because it was gifted to me. So you see, books as gifts help nerds like me. Finally, to wrap this video up, I would like to remind you this is not a book review video. This is a video to initiate book discussions like I had mentioned in my announcement video. There is absolutely so much more to talk about Shah Abdul Latif and his works. And so I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. Please let me know if you've read any of Shah Abdul Latif's works, if you've read this book, which are your favorite Sufi poems, which are your favorite Shah Abdul Latif bets, and so on. The copyrights of all the images shown in this video belong to the Harvard University Press. Hope you liked this video. Please do check the book out. It is available on Amazon, and I have put all the links in the description box below for you to check them out. Next Sindhi book discussion video coming up on 30th May. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share this video with poetry lovers in your contacts, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.